Stop trying to build discipline. It doesn't work. You set that alarm for 5 a.m. on Monday, crushed it for 2 days, and by Thursday you were back in bed scrolling TikTok. Here's why that keeps happening, and it has nothing to do with willpower. When you decide to build a new habit, your brain does something sneaky. It releases dopamine just from planning the habit. You feel amazing. You buy the running shoes, set 17 alarms, tell all your friends you're changing your life. Your brain already got its reward without doing the work. Then day one hits. You do the thing. It's hard. It's uncomfortable. And your brain says, wait, I already got the dopamine hit from planning this. Why are we suffering now? That's the motivation cliff. And 90% of people fall off it by day 3. Here's what drives me crazy. Everyone blames themselves. I just don't have discipline. I'm lazy. But look, you're not failing because you're weak. You're failing because you're fighting 3 psychological forces that nobody told you about. If you keep quitting habits within the first few days, make sure to subscribe to Built from Habits because I'm breaking this down right now. A study from University College London tracked 96 people building new habits. You know what they found? The average time it takes to form a habit is 66 days, not 21 days like you've been told your entire life. 66. But here's the kicker. Most people quit by day 3. Not because they lack willpower, because the system is rigged against them. Let me show you the 3 forces working against you. Force number 1, decision fatigue. Every time you have to decide whether to do your habit, you're burning willpower like fuel. Should I go to the gym now or later? Should I write 500 words or 1,000? Each decision drains you. By the time you get home from work, after making decisions all day, resisting distractions, dealing with stress, you've got maybe 20% battery left, and you expect that to carry you through a workout? Good luck. The solution? Eliminate the decision entirely. You don't decide if you go to the gym. You go at 6 a.m. every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Non-negotiable. No decision required. When there's no choice to make, there's no resistance. Automatic action. Force number 2, friction. Your environment is sabotaging you and you don't even know it. Let's say you want to start reading, but your book is upstairs, your phone is next to you on the couch, and Netflix autoplays the next episode. You've created a high-friction habit competing with a low-friction habit. Guess which one wins every single time? Here's the fix. Make the good habit easier than the bad one. Put the book on your pillow. Put your phone in another room. If your desired habit requires more than 2 steps to start, you're cooked. Researchers found that reducing friction by just 1 step increases follow-through by 40%. Think about that. 1 step. Force number 3, the identity gap. This is the big one. You say, I want to work out, but deep down, you still see yourself as someone who doesn't work out. Your brain will always default to your identity. If you identify as not a morning person, every 5 a.m. alarm feels like war. But if you identify as someone who values their health, waking up early is just what you do. James Clear talks about this in Atomic Habits. You don't build habits by focusing on goals. You build them by becoming the type of person who does that thing. You don't want to run a marathon. You want to become a runner. See the difference? Now you might be thinking, okay, but what do I actually do about this? Great question. Here's your system. And I mean actually do this. Don't just nod along. Step 1, pick 1 habit, not 5. 1, your brain can't rewire multiple pathways at once. Choose the one that'll create the biggest ripple effect in your life. Step 2, make it stupid small. I'm talking embarrassingly small. Don't commit to work out for an hour. Commit to putting on your workout clothes. That's it. Once the clothes are on, you'll probably work out. But even if you don't, you still win because you followed through on the commitment. This builds the identity. BJ Fogg calls this the tiny habits method. And it works because it removes the friction and the decision fatigue. Step 3, anchor it to something you already do. This is called habit stacking. You already brush your teeth, right? After I brush my teeth, I will do 10 push-ups. Your brain already has the brush teeth pathway wired. You're just piggybacking the new habit onto it. Way easier than creating a completely new routine from scratch. Step 4. Track it visually. Get a calendar. Put an X on every day you do the habit. This does two things. It gives you a dopamine hit for completing it, and it creates a chain you don't want to break. Jerry Seinfeld used this to write jokes every single day. After 10 days, you won't want to break it. The streak becomes its own motivation. Step 5. Forgive the slip, but never miss twice. Here's the truth. You will miss a day. Life happens. The difference between people who build lasting habits and people who quit? One group gets back on track immediately. The other says, well, I already ruined it. Might as well quit. Missing once is an accident. Missing twice is the start of a new habit, the habit of not doing it. So if you skip a day, the next day is non-negotiable. Real talk. Most people will watch this video, feel motivated for about 12 seconds, and then do nothing. Don't be most people. The reason you failed every other time, you were relying on motivation. Motivation is a feeling. Feelings come and go. You know what doesn't come and go? Systems. You don't need to feel like working out. You need a system that makes working out inevitable. Environment beats willpower every single time. So let's recap. You fail habits after 3 days because you're fighting decision fatigue, friction, and identity gaps. Not because you're undisciplined. The fix? Pick one tiny habit. Anchor it to something you already do. Remove all friction. Track it visually. And never miss twice. Do this for 66 days, not 21, 66, and your brain will rewire. The habit will become automatic, and you'll finally become the person you keep saying you want to be. Now here's my challenge. Pick your one habit right now. Make it stupid small. Write it in the comments and make it public. I'll check back in 30 days to see who's still going. Your 3-day failure streak ends today. Not because I gave you motivation. Motivation is garbage. Because I gave you a system. You're built from habits. What are you building?